keep quiet, sit alone, and follow your heart. Because there's so much noise outside. All I have in mind is my audience who's sitting in the theater and watching it and what their experience will be. And I think that has what worked for me. I'm very fortunate, like that I have worked in that era and I've worked in this era also. Team is very important. Without team, you can't make a great film. It feels like an achievement. When I look at him, like the whole journey in flashes, it comes to me, like when I started.
Only director in the film industry to have delivered 500 crore hits and 200 crore blockbusters. Rohit Shetty, huge honor to have you with us at FICCI Frames 2019. Rohit, what do you think is the reason for your phenomenal success? It is said that you have this formula for success. What is that formula?
I really don't know. There's no such formula. I think I follow my heart and I follow my conviction. And what happens is when you are a filmmaker, especially in today's age where social media is so powerful, where everyone is there to give you suggestions, everyone is there to tear you apart and at the same time praise you. All you can do is keep quiet, sit alone and follow your heart. Because there's so much noise outside. And what is right or what is wrong, you'll get the answer then and there. And I think that's what I've been doing. And for me, it worked because I went with my conviction always. And from the day one, when I started working till today, I think the whole agenda is to entertain audience.
Right.
And that's what I've been doing. And I think I take it's film, it's passion, it's everything, but I take it as a business also. Like or I would say like I take it as a duty also. And my duty is to entertain. And when it comes to entertainment, the first thing which comes in my mind, and I can swear on anything on this, like, is my audience. Not me or how much money I'll make out of this film or what critics will say or whether I should make this film or not. When I get a story or when I'm writing the screenplay or when I'm shooting a film, all I have in mind is my audience who's sitting in the theater and watching it and what their experience will be. And I think that has what worked for me. I think the honesty has worked for me.
No, definitely. In fact, I think the clapping for Rohit in the beginning, I thought that it was very tepid. I think he deserves a much bigger round of applause. So can we have that? All right. So thank you very much. And so, Rohit, you started your professional journey at the age of 17.
Yeah.
You assisted Kuku Kohli ji on Phool Aur Kaante.
Phool Aur Kaante, yeah.
And you assisted...
29 years now.
Yes. And you assisted Veeru Devgan ji as an action director.
Yeah.
You assisted Anis Bazmi ji as well on Pyar To Hona Hi Tha.
Yeah, that was a production film. Like it was produced by Ajay. So I was handling the production and the direction part, both, like assisting him and doing the production also.
Right. So I've known you for so many years now, and I've been on your film sets as well. My question to you is that what has been the contribution of your stint as an assistant in helping you in your journey as a director?
I think I've been very lucky because I've seen the 90s era, and then I've seen multiplex coming in. I've seen film going digital. I've seen so many platforms coming in. So the emotions of 90 still works in my styling, of today's age. And I think that's why it makes a wholesome entertainer. So I think there are very few directors who come from that era now. And I think I'm being lucky because I started quite early. I was 17 when I started. I was first AD at the age of 18. And so I think the 90s era really worked for me because I've seen technology changing. We used to edit on film. The post-production of a film used to go on for 3 months, 4 months sometimes. There was no CG, computer graphics. There were no special effects those days. Less theaters. And everything was on film. Today we call it film, but there's no film at all. We are all digital. Today when I shoot, like Simba and Golmaal has been shot on digital. So I think I've been, I think I'm very fortunate, like that I have worked in that era and I worked in this era also. And and I didn't, what I could take, extract from that era and give it a new a new dressing, I would say,
Right.
and a new approach of today's, and working on the same format, because that emotions has not changed, I believe, and I strongly believe in that, and that has what worked for me all these years.
Recently interviewed Indra Kumar ji, and he told me that what he really finds fascinating is the end credit of a Rohit Shetty film, which says Rohit Shetty and the team. And he feels that it's a team that I think that's the real winner at the end of the day. Tell us about your belief in Rohit Shetty and team.
I think when it comes to, see, because you're a director, so your name comes. But when you're making a film, there are a lot of people involved in a filmmaking. You know, it's not you are the captain of the ship, you take the credit. But you can't make a film alone. You know, you need a team, and if you have a great team with you, then only, like for me, it's very important, because I think I'm the only guy who makes film in 4 months, 4.5 months.
Right.
Start to release, I would say. So for me, team is very important. You know, without team, you can't make a great film. You may be well equipped, you may be well learned, you may be a great director, but you need a great team to make a great film.
Definitely. All right, so many people out here, they wouldn't be knowing maybe that Rohit Shetty was the body double of Akshay Kumar in this movie called Sohag. Today he is directing him in Sooryavanshi. Please tell us about this journey. The association that you have with Akshay Kumar.
92, 93, the film Suhag, and yeah, I did a lot of body double for him, but majorly stunt he used to do, little bit car and all this, that running, I have done for him. So, and now also when I was shooting the finale of Fear Factor, he was there, and now I'm doing a film with him. So it feels like an achievement. When I look at him, like the whole journey in flashes, it comes to me, like when I started around 27, 28 years ago. That was my third film, I believe. Suhag was our third film, yeah. And that was the first time I met him. I was an assistant that time. And today, after so many years, I'm directing him. So it's like an achievement. And then again, from that, it's not just achievement, you learn. And from the dedication Ajay, on all these, seniors have, that they have sustained for 30 years now.
Right.
Whether it is Salman, Shah Rukh, Amir, Ajay, or Akshay for that matter. Yeah, they have survived and they have been stars for 30 years. So there is something what you can learn from them.
So have you had any discussion with Akshay regarding the fact that you've been his body double and so
He knows about it, like, because like we've been meeting in and out, and it's been a long journey. Then he was the one who started the show, what I'm hosting now,
Right.
Fear Factor. So, and on and off we keep meeting, and obviously because we are from the same fraternity, and he knows about it, like, yeah.
The posters of Sooryavanshi have come out recently, and they've created a tremendous buzz around the film. The movie is releasing on Eid 2020, but already there's so much of curiosity around the film. So you told me during the promotions of Bol Bachchan that the first promo of a movie is something that makes an audience decide whether they want to watch a film or not.
I still believe in that, that the first promo is your deciding factor. Rest, what you can do is create awareness. Going to mall doesn't help. Going to 10 cities doesn't help. Crowd will come and see you, but they won't turn in the theater. You know, anybody goes in a mall and he'll click a selfie, there'll be 1,000 people, and that evening he'll think that these people are going to come and see the film. It's not that. It doesn't work. Gimmicks doesn't work. And for me, I think I'm the one who started with Golmaal again. We did a promotion of 28 days. Right. Simba was 25 days. And I will cut that to Sooryavanshi by 20 days for sure. Because see, earlier it was, we are still going with the old theory of when we used to go home at 9 o'clock in the night and then switch on the TV and see the promos. Today it's not the case. Today rarely we see it on television, we are seeing it on digital. Like I think Kalank trailer released today at 1 o'clock, everybody must have seen it by now. So there are means of, because promotion is awareness, promotion is telling what your story is. So the lesser days, and coming back to your question, is why the first promo is important, I believe, is because that tells, that is the deciding factor for the audience whether they want to see the film or not. After that, you may have a great song, you can do a great gimmick, that will never work. That's not going to work. You might think, you are creating an awareness by doing all that. Whether you want them to be aware of it or whether you want them to come to the theater are two different theories and two different things. The promo decides whether they want to come to the theater all the gimmicks decide whether they are aware of it or not. There are two different things. And that awareness can be created by going to a mall, by doing some gimmick on the road, doing flash mob, or many such things. Promos decides whether they want to see the film or not.